Hey there, Bob from Oregon's Constant Gardener. It's the OCGFAM Show for Thursday. It's very exciting. Today, Pro Grow Room. That's what we're doing. We're working on the Pro Grow Room. We're going to put some sticky traps up so we can make sure we don't have any pests in there, and if we do, we can see what they are. We're going to put a hygrometer up so we can see the temperature and the humidity in our room. Very important for growing our plants and for getting rid of pests. I got a drill. I'm going to put that up. Now, let me tell you, I'm going to go do this, but what I'd like you to do, I was up in McMinnville, yeah, that's where it was, doing an interview with Moriah LaChapell about Integrated Pest Management, the very topic that we've been talking about with the grow room. And so I said to her, what do we need to do on a practical level if we're starting a grow room inside? And what she said, it kind of blew me away, kind of changed my thinking a little bit. Anyway, I want you to watch that. I'm going to go do this, and then when you get done, I want to talk to you about what she had to say. So I'm going to go do that. You watch the video. I'll be right back. Hey there. We're in the beautiful town of McMinnville in the rooftop bar at the Hotel Oregon. Moriah LaChapell, one of the foremost experts in integrated pest management. We're starting a grow room. You've been to the store? You've been to the store?
Oh, yeah.
The Springfield store, the downstairs grow room?
Actually, I have not been to Springfield.
Oh, well, we've got a little grow room. It's Sunlight Supply set us up real nice with a bunch of stuff. And so we're getting started. We're going to grow some peppers down there. John Ford's going to come over and get us some crazy hot peppers. So for us and for everyone else that might be starting in a small tent or growing their 6 plants or maybe medical, some kind of small issue, what do they need to do to get started with an integrated pest management on a practical level?
On a practical level, you look at the square footage of where you're producing, what type of pests you've had in the past, and the clones that you're bringing in.
Okay. If you're starting from scratch, do you know that you don't have any pests, or maybe not even though? I mean,
I think it's safest to assume that you have something.
You have something.
At the very beginning.
Okay.
Because we're working in an open system. There's always something.
Sure.
That plant's got something. I'm sure. It's just the way life is.
Sure, probably. Has something.
We're all carrying something.
Yeah. So as far as cleaning up, are we talking about cleaning like you clean your kitchen, or are we talking like some sort of?
Even on a small scale, there's a product that BioSafe makes called Xeritol.
Xeritol.
And what Xeritol is a stable hydrogen peroxide. It's hydrogen dioxide and peracetic acid. And you can use a 1% solution and use that to clean your rooms.
Okay.
You can dip pots in it. It's what the nursery industry uses.
Okay.
And it's very cost effective. So sterilizing, not necessarily with Xeritol, but it's the product I like the most, is very important. And then also something that you and I talked about a little while ago is if you have a friend visiting, ask them about if they have a personal garden, ask them if they visited anybody else with pests, because more often than not, your pest problems are introduced.
I see. So maybe you should just be the only one in your garden.
In the perfect world, yeah. We all like to show off, though. But
absolutely. So I'm using this Xeritol safety concerns for my personal safety. Should I be wearing a full-on suit or something? It causes
irreversible eye damage if you use the concentration. You're not wearing goggles.
I don't want to have irreversible eye damage. So goggles.
Yeah.
Goggles.
Good goggles. So the PPE that's on the label, the personal protective equipment that's on the label. Is
All right. That's that for the cleanliness. Also, probably clothing and that sort of thing.
Yeah. So fresh washed clothes at the beginning of every time you encounter the plants, of course.
Okay. So you got 5 shirts and 5 pair of pants, maybe 7.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. And then controlling the environment, humidity, heat. Yeah. That's probably the next big issue you would say.
Yeah.
Are there guidelines for that?
Well, you're best off without any temperature fluctuations at all in your room.
Okay.
So powdery mildew, for example, sporulates because of the ups and downs in temperature.
Okay.
It's the only pathogen that actually can reproduce independently of relative humidity. So if your room is 80 degrees and then it goes down to 65, that's a recipe for powdery mildew.
So would you say that I might be better off out of optimal if I can maintain that? So I might want to be at 75 degrees and 40% humidity or whatever, but if I know I'm going to have fluctuations with that because it's the middle of summer, would I be better to go hotter or more or less humidity just to stay within a range?
Yep.
Okay.
It's the temperature fluctuations, and that comes from my work with the vineyard people. That's where they have risk modeling for powdery mildew.
So if you don't have air conditioning in your system, you probably need to be a little higher temperature so that you can maintain a temperature.
Yeah.
Okay.
And water accordingly.
What does that mean?
Because your plants can dry out,
Sure.
By increasing respiration.
Okay.
Irrigation is a completely different topic. But you guys let your plants dry out too much. You water the crap out of them, and then you give it like 3 or 4 days, and then you water again.
See, now I'm growing some peppers in the grow room there, and I give them each one about 250 milliliters, and sometimes they're thirsty the next day, and sometimes they're not. I get like a different thing to that. But also, I never have runoff at the bottom of the pot, but I try to water them every day. I try to water them as little as I can and still get every day. Am I doing it right?
Yeah, so it's constant moisture in the pot. Pathogens, plant root pathogens come from the drying out and damage of the roots.
So I wouldn't, if my plants are like they're wilting a little bit, I've gone way too far, way too far. Okay, but I don't want to. Also, I get this thing where I get my soil I'm watering every day, and it's getting too much. My soil just feels real waterlogged, and I feel like I get mites and stuff or not mites, but the little flying bugs.
Fungus gnats.
Fungus gnats. So should I just not worry about the fungus gnats and let it be a little wetter, or what?
So fungus gnats vector pythium. They move the plant pathogen pythium around, and there's stuff you can do. Nematodes, beneficial Steiner nematophiltiae, stratiolaps, all that Latin.
Fairly moist soil, not waterlogged, but I need to have my soil probably more moist than I'm doing right now. Okay.
Keep your roots happy.
I think that's enough for one day.
Yep.
Thank you. So what do you think of that? Moriah's no joke. Now, what I've been talking about is that we're going to just, the room's pretty clean. We're going to clean it out like we clean our kitchen. We're going to set up a hygrometer. We're going to put some sticky traps up, do that kind of thing. What Moriah was talking about there is a whole other level of rigor. And I should say that Moriah comes from a background of very professional, high-end, huge grows in the agricultural industry. So what she's talking about may be way more than what we're looking for, but with all the pest problems we've been having here in the Northwest, even on down into California, I think maybe we need to think about whether we need to be way more professional with this thing and way more rigorous and do the stuff she's talking about, the xeritol, really cleaning the room up, going through all those steps more so than just being a casual show. So I guess what I'm asking is that in light of what we just heard from Moriah about how the situation with the pest is really kind of maybe changing, maybe things have gotten worse than they've been in the past, and maybe we have to be way more disciplined about what we're doing. So what I'm saying is, where do you think we need to go with the show as far as the Thursday Pro Grow Room show? Do we need to get way more serious and way more advanced and way more disciplined about what we're doing, or do we need to just keep kind of going through the basics and hoping for the best? Let me know in the comments, and we'll talk about that tomorrow. Moriah, we did a long interview with Moriah. That's going to be interesting too, because she kind of went into the whole philosophy of the whole thing of what she's thinking. You kind of see more where she's coming from. So let me know what you're thinking about the show, where you think we need to go with it, and I'll see you tomorrow. I love you. For more information about anything on today's show, go to our website, OCGFAM.com. The OCGFAM Show, it's pretty good. It happens every day. It's the OCGFAM Show. See you tomorrow.